Hey guys, Jordan Schumacher here from Attention Arbitrage, and today we're building out an AdWords campaign for the Merrillville Dental Center located in Merrillville, Indiana. And I just got off the phone with Dr. Tim Camp. He's my point of contact for the dental center. And all I did here, just to start out, the same thing I do with any client, is just sort of put together just a scratch sheet of keywords that he wants me to cover. Catchphrases to use, slogans to use in the actual ads themselves, but just kind of a scratch sheet, just a brain dump basically. And then from there, what I do is I go to their actual website. This is their website, and I just look around, note things, phone numbers, obviously, note any phrases that they're using, and just get a feel for the website itself and keep adding in to this keyword build out sheet. Dr. Camp also has gone in there and set up the actual AdWords account at a very high level, and he's included some keywords as well. And so I'll be exporting these as well before rearranging them into my campaign structure and going from there. So I'm going to take a few minutes now and just go through their website and add in any keywords or key pieces of information to my keyword build out scratch sheet. Now I just use Google Docs for this. You can use Excel, but for this, Google Docs works just as well for me. Alright, so you can see here I added in some keywords that I pulled from the website as well as the keywords that are currently being used. And so now I'm just going to sort these into the campaign structure that I've come up with that's worked out really well for me for local service businesses in the past. And basically that is separating the campaign structure into, well, depending on the size of it, it can be multiple parts, but three basic parts. You have one, your brand terms, which is like the name. In this case, it'll be the name of the dentistry practice and the names of the two doctors, Dr. Tim Camp and Dr. Louis Sertic. Those will be going into the brand campaigns, and then there will be a non-brand keyword location targeting, and then a non-brand geolocation targeting. And so basically what that means is there's going to be a campaign with just generic non-brand keywords like dentist in my area, dental implants, just all of these things. And then in addition to that, these keywords will have the qualifier Merrillville, Indiana. And so that's what I mean by the keyword location targeting, is the location will actually be in the keyword, and I won't limit that search using Google's Geo Targeting features, because as I've mentioned before, in pretty much every video I've done, that Geo Targeting feature, while effective, is actually too restrictive, I've found in many cases. Google doesn't do the greatest job of actually accurately measuring that, and so you greatly limit the impressions by doing that, which can be a good thing, but it also means that you're going to miss out on legitimate clicks. And so that's why I do this twofold approach, where on one, I don't do any geo limiting, and I just make sure that the keyword includes the location as a keyword. So for example, someone in Merrillville types in dentist Merrillville, Indiana, they're going to see it. Alternatively, if someone in California were to type in dentist Merrillville, Indiana, they would also see that ad. And then that's why I also do the second campaign, which is to geo limit that campaign. And then I don't include the keyword location qualifier. So if someone in Merrillville searches for dentist near me, our ad will pop up. Whereas if someone in California searches for dentist near me, none of our ads will pop up for them, because that campaign we're geo limited. And so that'll make more sense as I build this out. So I'm going to start and just begin building out this campaign. And so to start with, I'll just go off to the side here and just build out the structure of the campaign, just so I know that I'm using the same naming logic throughout all of these. And so I'll just go, I always just use numbers at the beginning. That just makes it easy to sort. And I start out with 1 that denotes brand campaign. So this will just be like 1 brand exact. And then obviously I'd have a one brand phrase and a one brand broad match. And the exact phrase and broad just denotes the match type, which we'll get to in a minute. So you have one brand exact, and then you'd have, in this case, I'm going to leave this as is. I thought about split testing it against a Geo Targeted campaign, but there's really no need to do that for the actual brand. Since the brand contains the town, and then for the doctors themselves, they probably want to show up for anyone who's actually searching for them. So we'll leave that as is. And so then we can just go into the non-brand. And so the first thing I'm going to do here is sort of take a look at these keywords and see if I can find some common groupings or categories. And so I set up here 2 non-brand exact, and then obviously non-brand phrase, non-brand broad, and then 2 is the keyword location qualifier, and then 3 is my geo target, so non-brand geo exact. And so those are my 3 campaigns. Now I go and build out the ad groups inside of them. So inside of the one brand exact campaign, we have the Merrillville Dental ad group, and then this will contain all keywords with the name of their actual practice. And then we'll have another ad group called the doctors, and then we'll put in the doctors' names within this ad group. And so that just gives us a little bit more granularity to see how these are actually performing from an ROI perspective. So then we move on to the non-brand, and this is where we group these together. So I'm just going to go through here and just kind of try and pull some things out. All right, so you can see this isn't scalable. Like if you have tens of thousands of keywords, this obviously won't work, but since this is local service, this is doable. And so what I did is I literally just went line by line and I grouped them into primarily 3 different types. I have over here, this is my teeth ad group, whereas basically it's any search query relating to teeth or the act of doing something with those teeth whitening, tooth pain, Invisalign, basically buyer intent keywords that had to do with teeth. Over here, I have my ad group that relates to dentist categories. So searching for a dental office, dental surgeon, dental implants, any buyer intent keywords that deal with the actual dentist. And then over here, I have what I'm going to consider my information ad group, and this is any ad group which are slightly buyer intent. The people searching them are probably good candidates, but they're not necessarily specifically searching for a dentist right at that moment. And so we still want to bid on those keywords, but I want to segment them out so that we can see exactly how well they perform and track that ROI. All right, so now is when we can actually get to the fun part and start building out these campaigns. So the first thing that I do is just to stay organized, just name this keyword bulk sheet. All right, so to start with, we will start with the brand exact and brand phrase campaigns. So one brand exact. This ad group will be the Merrillville Dental, and the keywords going to be that. And the match type is going to be exact. Copy that down. All right, now we can add in the doctors. So doctors, scroll down here. And add in those, and then also these exact all the way down, and then Control C over Control, or I should say Control Shift C over Control Shift C down, selects all of those, Control C copy, Control V paste, Control F, find exact and replace with phrase. However, we only want to replace these. That's little minor details like that. Why are you doing that? Stop. No, not keyword bullshit. Oh, there we go. Okay. Find exact, replace with phrase. Done. And now we're bidding on exact and phrase match. We're not going to bid on broad match for these just because these are, there's just no need to for this particular campaign type. All right, so now we move on to the to non-brand, and this is my teeth category. And so remember, the to non-brand includes the location as a keyword, and so I'm going to show you how to do that really easily and quickly. So you go, we're just going to add in here our to non-brand exact teeth, and just going to give us some space here. So all I'm going to do here is just add in a space. Actually, affordable dentures, space, Maryville, IN. Copy that on down. And then space, Indiana. And copy that on down. And so now we've got those copied. We have both abbreviations of Indiana and then just the IN, obviously. And so now what we're going to do is simply concatenate it. So we go equals this and this. And then we can copy this all the way down here. And then we just go Control C and paste special, paste values only. And now that's copied in there. And now we can just do the same thing, except go equals this ampersand this. You can see that formula up there, so just pull that down until we hit blank space. There it is. And oh shoot, there's a more efficient way to do this. I just got lazy. So there's where our formula starts. You can see up there. So then we just Control Shift down, Control C, and then paste special values only. And now we have the plain text in there. All right, so those keywords are in there now. All of our to non-brand keywords are in there for teeth anyways. So we can just bring this all the way down to non-brand exact, Control C, Control V. Perfect, and these are exact match. Now we copy them all down. And replace the exact with phrase. Done. And then we do the same thing again, except we make it broad. Done. And so now we have the two non-brand teeth completed. Now we can move on to the dentist and the info ad groups, and we're just going to do the exact same thing. So here's the dentist, and so actually we're going to do this a little bit easier way. So again, just adding in the, and bringing these all the way down. And then actually over here, we're going to do the concatenating. So equals this and this. And then equals this and this. So for this one, except this is dentist and Control C. Paste special, values only. And then we do the exact same thing for this column. Control C, paste special, values only. And then we just go through the same exercise, bring dentist all the way down, bring this all the way down. And then exact. C. V, Control F, replace exact with phrase. And then phrase with broad. Done. All right, so you can see our keywords here are coming along nicely. Now we just need to do the non-brand info campaigns, and again, this is all the same process here. So just down here. And just drag these down. Ah, shoot. Amateur mistake. So this is one thing you have to be careful of when you just click and drag, it counts. You can see it goes like 2, 3, 4 all the way down, and so obviously we don't want that. So you have to copy and paste when you do this, so it all stays 2. And it's kind of a pain to remember to do that, but there's no way around it. And literally then I just keep doing this exact same thing. So I'll cut to the next campaign type, the 3-non-brand geo-exact phrase and broad. All right, so we've got these campaigns built out now. Let's go ahead and gray those out. And so now all we need to build out are the geo-targeted campaigns. These are even quicker than the other ones. And so all these are literally just these without any of these qualifiers. And then they will be, actually we will also include the qualifiers here as well, but these will only be shown to people within a 5-mile radius of the actual law office. So we'll get to work building those out, and we build these out in exactly the same way. We just start down at the bottom. 3 non-brand geo exact, and then we just start back over with teeth, and we just start back over from the beginning here. So we just go copy all those, copy them, go back up, copy these formulas, and we just keep doing this same thing. So I'll cut that. All right, and you can see here now we have the keyword bulk sheet ready to go. All of these are now our keywords. There's exact phrase and broad match keywords for every campaign. It looks wonderful. So now we can actually upload them into the AdWords editor. And so I'll pull up AdWords editor. I've already downloaded their campaign. They already have kind of a test campaign in there. We will be deleting that, but for now we will just upload these keywords here. And so I guess first off, let's just pause this campaign, then we'll go ahead and post those changes. All right, now there won't be any conflicting keywords or anything like that. So now all we do is we go back into our spreadsheet here, we just copy everything, come back into the editor, and let me make this a little bigger for you guys. Get recent changes, nope, excuse me. Go into keywords here, make multiple changes, paste from clipboard, process. All right, now we see a lot of errors. That's perfectly normal. We're going to go in and set up these campaigns how we want them. So step one is to accept these. You'll notice some keywords are skipped. That's likely because we had duplicate keywords. That's fine. So just finish and review changes. And so now we're going to go into these campaigns and set them up how we want them. So the first thing that we're going to do is go into the campaign settings, and we need to assign these campaigns a budget. For now, we're going to go back. I believe I'll have to double check. I think the client wants to limit their budget to $1,000 a month to start with, so we'll likely just set up a shared budget. But since you can't do that within the AdWords editor, we'll just put in a dummy budget of $30. And so that takes care of the budget. Now we need to go in and set the ad groups. We need to set a default max CPC. And so for this, we'll set our default max CPC at $5. It may very well be higher than that, but we'll just set that as the default for now, and we'll optimize from there. because this is something that, here's some value for you guys that you may not realize. Even though the Google video says that in the auction environment you only pay a penny more than you have to, this is not true. This has been tested. I've personally tested it on multiple accounts, and if you are bidding higher than you need to, you end up overpaying by sometimes as much as 50%. And so you should never make it a habit of bidding high just to ensure impression share, because a lot of times what you'll find is if you drop your bid by even 40-50%, you cut your cost per clicks by that much and you don't lose any impression share. And so if you just have your default max CPC set super high to guarantee 100% impression share, I would definitely start testing that, because there's a chance you're spending up to 40% more than you need to be. And so for all the rest of these, then I'll just select all of these, go into the campaigns, Control A to select all of them, just set them all to a budget of $30, and then go into the ad groups, Control A, set them all to a default max CPC of $5. Now you notice these here, this is saying that we don't have any active ads. That's step 2, is actually setting up the ads that we want for these campaigns and ad groups. And so to do that, we're going to upload those ads in bulk again. And so to do that, we just need to go back to our spreadsheet. And the easiest way to do that is just to copy all of these again. Open up a new tab. Some old stuff there. Paste these in. Campaign, ad group. We don't need the keywords or match type because this is going to be our ad copy bulk sheet. So delete. We can go ahead and remove these duplicates. I don't actually know how to remove duplicates in Google Sheets, so we're just going to build these out by hand. So whenever you're uploading a ad copy bulk sheet, it's just campaign, ad group, headline 1, headline 2, text, and we forgot to set the keyword URLs on the actual keywords. Amateur mistake, easy to make. See, even I forget stuff. That's what I get for not double checking. So keyword URL. And we're going to go in here and set these up. Frankly, almost all of these are going to go straight to the home page, but we'll just go through and make sure. All right, so you can see here, I actually switched back into Microsoft Excel because I kind of hate Google Sheets. Even though I use them every day, I really don't like them. Excel is just the best when it comes to spreadsheets, and that's that. Tim also asked me for implant-related keywords to have their own ads, so the easiest way to do that is just give them their own ad group, which I did. So basically all I did is I just went to keywords, did a search for implant, and then just changed whatever ad group they were in, into the implant ad group. So, and then I just sent everything to their homepage because the way their website's set up, I think that's going to convert best for now. We can test that later. So, re-imported this. We've got keywords in there now. Now what we're going to do is set up the actual ad copy. So to do that, just copy everything, and then we're going to dedupe it and create the ad copy. So Control V, paste, and then remove duplicates. My data has headers, and we're going to remove all of the ad groups. So we only have one of each campaign and ad group. Done. And now we can get rid of these keywords and the URLs. We don't need that. And actually, we're going to remove duplicates again. Oops. Remove duplicates. My data has headers. There we go. Because the exact and phrase match, that doesn't matter. It's all the same. All right, so now we're going to build in the headers for our ad copy. So headline 1, headline 2, text, final URL. We don't need to worry about paths or anything like that. This is fine for now. And so now we actually build out our ad copy. Okay, so what I did here was just build out some ad copy and then duplicate it 3 times. It's not really as complicated as it looks. Basically, I created a separate version for implants, and so headline 1, Merrillville Dental Implants, book your free consult today, voted #1 practice, open evenings and weekends, call Merrillville Dental now, just a simple call to action. And then I had a second version, book your free implant consult at Merrillville Dental Center, voted #1 practice, same text, because that's just, the text isn't overly important. And then the generic copy is just Merrillville Dental Center, quality care for your family, same call to action at the bottom. And then we're split testing that with sort of a little bit edgier copy. I like it. I think it's kind of funny. And it's, don't love your dentist, our patients say they love us. Affordable dentistry for the whole family, switch to us and book online now. And so that's the ad copy that we're going to run with. And then I just split tested so it was in all the exact phrase and broad match campaigns. So now we're going to upload this to the editor. So go down to expanded text ads, make multiple changes. This is the description, final URL, process, finish and review. Oh, yeah, and then the NonBrand broad, we can revert that. That accidentally got added. All right, so we can keep that. Oh yeah, and since we added in the implants ad group, we'll need to give these max CPC of 5. And we're going to need to go in and add those same, because when I deduped it, it got rid of these. So yeah, we're going to need to go back in and add those same versions of ad copy to this. That's no problem. So the easiest way to just add these in is to just literally Control-C and then add them to just Control-click everything but the implant. Paste into check. And then click here, Control-C those, and then implant, 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 paste into, okay, boom. Now we have ad copy, we have live keywords. Now we're ready to push this. So we'll post that to the editor. 1,000 keywords and 56 text ads. We're getting some errors because some of them are probably duplicates. That's fine. So the one thing that we need to do now is go select our NonBrand Geo campaigns and go in and actually set that Geo targeting. So to do that, we're going to come in here to the campaigns. We're going to come into the targeting method. People in my targeted location. Or excuse me, location targeting. And then here, up here we just go to add location, enter location. We just go Merrillville We gotta click here. Merrillville, Indiana. Perfect. And actually we got some more detailed instructions on those locations, so we're actually going to remove that location, and then we're going to add to all three of these Crown Point, Crown Point, Indiana, add location, St. John, Indiana, four 6410, and Hobart, Indiana. Got it. So some of these keywords, since it appears to be pharmacy related content, may run into some issues here. But I think, I mean, this isn't pharmacy related content though, so I think if I can click there, request exemption, it should be fine. It'll just get reviewed, it'll get flagged and reviewed by Google, but that should be fine. So now we're going to go and post this since we have our geo settings set. Now we can go and post these. All right, so we're back in the campaign manager. The first thing that we're going to do is set up a shared budget for all of the different campaigns so that we're only spending $1,000 per month while we get this account ramped up to speed, making sure things are dialed in. We don't want to just blow all of their budget out of the water right away. So the first thing that we're going to do is go into the shared library here, then go to budgets, add budget. We're just going to name it 1,000 per month. Apply to these campaigns. We'll just apply it to all of the campaigns. And budget amount is, call it $40 per day. And standard, that's fine. All right, so now when we go back to all of our campaigns, you'll be able to see that they are if you go into the settings, you can see that they're a part of that $1,000 per month, $40 per day budget. So now what we're going to do is just go back to the editor, make some changes account wide, just set it, since this is a pretty small account, we're just going to have Google automatically optimize the bids to get as many clicks as possible. So we're just going to go to accounts, click here, go to download, re-download the accounts that we're working with the most up-to-date version. And so now we're just going to take a look at the ad groups here. Select all of the ad groups, and actually we'll just need to do that in the editor, but we need to go into the campaigns, select all of these, and then ensure that we are only showing on the search network. We don't want to be on the display network because that's a waste of everyone's time. So that change has been made. We'll post it. We can go ahead and close that, and now we can go back into the interface. And so for here, we just click on the campaigns, go to the bid strategy. And again, usually I keep this on manual just because I like that control, but for an account as small as this, $30 a day, it's easier to just let Google optimize to maximize the clicks. And then the max CPC bid is $5. And so we just keep on doing this down the line. Maximize clicks, $5. And then we just keep doing this, and I'll save you the boredom of watching me. Now is for another fun part. We get to go back in and add in the ad extensions. And the ad extensions are important. Not only do they increase the amount of screen real estate that the ad takes up, but Google favors ads with ad extensions. And again, just the increased screen real estate increases your click-through rate, which increases your ad quality score, which decreases your CPCs. It's just good to include as many ad extensions as you possibly can. So the most common ad extension and the ad extension that takes up the most space is called a site link. And so we're going to go back to the editor and add in a site link, 4 site links actually for every single campaign. So we're back in the campaign editor. I've downloaded the most recent changes, and so we're going to add 4 site links. You can do that through Excel, but I mean, since we're only adding 4, we might as well just do it from the interface here. So we're going to go into the shared library, add a shared site link, and then we're going to title it. So we're going to title this one Book Online Today, and the URL of that page just goes in the final URL. Which goes right there. And now we just associate that with all of the campaigns. And now we just need to come up with 3 more site links, and these site links are just pages on the website. So I'll go ahead and add those now. And so here all I did is I literally just picked 4 pages that I think the average patient might be interested in. A patient education. This website is like an online library that patients can research stuff. And about us, to learn more about the doctors and the staff, and then our services to see what they have to offer. Frankly, not a lot of people click on the actual site links. The main value prop in a site link is literally just to take up more screen real estate and make the ad pop out a little more. And so I don't spend a ton of time on these. If you have an ad that's seeing, thousands of impressions a day, then it's worth potentially split testing these site links. But for a local service ad like this, I spent 5 minutes total coming up with this, just real basic copy. And so that's the site links. Now we're going to set up a call extension. This just shows a phone number, especially on mobile. And so we're going to set that up right now. So just add shared call extension, United States phone number is there. Perfect. All right, so we've added the phone number. Now we can add in some call out extensions. And so for this is basically this is just a small line of like bullet points basically. And so the call out text is going to be just, you know, things like teeth whitening, free implant consultation, open evenings and weekends, things of that nature. So I'm going to add in 4 or 5 of those right now. And so you can see here the call out extensions I used are emergency care, most insurance accepted, free implant consultation, evening weekend hours, and teeth whitening. Just real basic stuff, again, just to increase the screen real estate a little bit and increase the quality score. And so lastly, the last extension that applies to us is the shared structured snippet extensions. And so all we do here is just add in one. And for this, we just add in different values of types of services basically. So for this, basically it would be types, and then we just put in the types of services that they offer. So teeth whitening, teeth implants, veneers. Let's see what else they offer. Crowns and bridges, Invisalign, root canal therapy, and dental emergencies. That is more than enough. And then we just add campaign associations and assign that one to every single campaign. And now all of our ad extensions are added in. So now we can just post these to go live. And now all of our ads will have ad extensions, and they're going to look better than all of the competition, and we're going to be paying less as a result. And that is how you take a brand new AdWords campaign, local service AdWords campaign from scratch, build out the keywords, structure it so that we can report well and optimize the ads accordingly to how they're performing, put in some high converting ad copy, set up ad extensions so that the quality score is high and the cost per click is low, and basically just take it from zero to launch in a single video. I hope you guys got a lot of value out of it, and I hope to see you around. Take care.